In our class 8th, we have started lesson synthetic fiber and plastic, and we have completed nylon, rayon, polyester. Okay, and I have explained you different type of fibers, and we were doing the new fiber, synthetic fiber, that is called acrylic. Before it, I should explain you that what is polyester. Yesterday we have discussed that polyester is having two forms, mostly often can be blended with cotton to form polycoat, and when it is blended with wool then it will form polywool, isn't it? So it is very good fiber, having crease resistant, very easy to dry and very easy to wash and wear, having very high tensile strength. Okay, now let us come to the next fiber, that is called acrylic. Okay, these fibers are synthetic fibers, means the fibers which are man made, isn't it? You can see the another name given to it. How acrylic fibers are formed? They are formed by the polymer called acrylonitrile. Okay, ACRYLONITRILE. These both have the properties of acrylic as well as wool, isn't it? Acrylic keep the person who is wearing comfortable, and even in the weather when it is not very cold. Okay, so what are the properties? The first property of acrylic is that it gives the warmth of wool. It is not wool, but it gives the properties like wool, having very good tensile strength. Elastic in nature means whenever any person wear it, it get the shape of that particular body. Light in weight and having thermal stability. What do you mean by thermal? Thermal means heat. Stability means to maintain the heat inside the body. Okay, it shrink when treated with boiling water. So we should not wash the acrylic clothes in boiling water. It is a resistance to moth, means no insects and moth can work on it, and it will remain safe to wear. Wrinkle free, and uses you can also see. The uses of these are in making shawl, sweaters and blanket. Okay, these fibers are also used for uh, garnishing our home as furnishing fibers as well as carpet, isn't it? And it is used for making sleepwears, tights, thermal wears and socks, isn't it? Then acrylic fibers are also used as lining for boots and gloves. You must have seen boots and gloves where we usually wear during rainy season, isn't it? And in many artificial hair wigs, those who don't have hairs on their head, so the artificial wig is made up of this acrylic fiber. So I think the acrylic fiber is clear to you. Now let us move to the next fiber, that is spandex. Yes, it is also synthetic fiber invented by Joseph Shivers. Okay, and it was given in 1958, and the word spandex means expands. Okay, in textile industries synthetic fibers are generally as spandex, composed of at least 85, means 85 more synthetic fibers are just like spandex. Okay, these fibers are generally used due to their elastic properties, means whenever these fibers are wear they show the elastic property. Then having These fibers have low strength and density but very highly elastic. So they are light in weight also. Then whenever they are ironed, okay, they always be ironed at 150 below 150 degree Celsius. And these type of fibers are resistant to weather, smoke, oil and detergent, perspiration also. So what will be the use of this? If you see, due to high elastic nature, it is used for making stretchable clothes like sportswear. You are wearing sportswear, isn't it? Whenever you went for sports, you are having special dress, and that dress is made up of this spandex. Okay, and exercise pants, etc., are also made up of spandex fiber. When they are mixed with other fibers like polyester and cotton, they give damin lyra, which are used for skinning jeans. You must are wearing, you are of new generation, you must are wearing the skinny jeans, swimming suits and linings also, isn't it? So all these are made up of the fibers named as spandex. Now, very important question, that what are the characteristics of synthetic fibers? You have read so many synthetic fibers and man-made fibers. Then what is the characteristic of synthetic fiber? So first of all, if we see that they have very less absorption of water, means they absorb less water and dry out fast. Okay, so synthetic fibers are very good to use. Next thing is, they are not attacked by insect and moth. As in our natural fibers like cotton, silk, we need a lot of maintenance and care, but in such type of fibers, need not be more careful regarding synthetic fibers. Okay, then wrinkles, yes, whenever you wear cotton clothes, your clothes get wrinkled, isn't it? But the synthetic fiber did not have such type of problem. Then shrinkage, many times the natural fibers shrink whenever they come in contact with water, they shrink, isn't it? So the synthetic fiber will not show such type of problem when they are washed with soap and water. Then high tensile strength, yes, they are having very high tensile strength. Last long means they are durable, they can be used for a long period of time. Then attractive, yes, these type of clothes have very attractive colors according to the new fashion. In synthetic fibers we can get so many varieties, but as we move to our cotton and other natural fibers, we won't see so many varieties, isn't it? Then the last and very important, cost effective. These fibers are very not so much expensive, very much in the reach of a normal person, and cheap, and everyone can easily buy these synthetic fibers. So I think all these are the synthetic fiber characteristics are clear to you. I will repeat once again that water absorption property is very less in synthetic fiber. They are wrinkle free, they are not attacked with insect and moths, they are wrinkle free, shrinkage is also not there, and we can get attractive color in very less cost. Okay, next comes the difference between natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Yes, first of all you should know that the examples of these natural fibers contain cotton, silk, wool, jute, all these are natural fibers. Whereas synthetic fiber, nylon, rayon, spandex, acrylic, all these are considered to be synthetic fibers. So natural fibers are made from plant and animal, whereas the synthetic fibers are made by chemicals, isn't it? Then they are less durable. Durable means they don't have so much long life, whereas synthetic fibers are long lasting, can be used for a long period of time. Then natural fibers are easily attacked by moth and insects. Okay, then we have to take more care regarding such type of fibers, whereas in synthetic fibers they are not attacked by moth and insects, so less care is required. Then absorption of water more in case of natural fibers, and it will take a long period of time to dry up, whereas when they absorb in synthetic fiber, when they absorb less water, then naturally they will dry faster. And natural fibers shrink when they are washed, whereas synthetic fibers do not shrink. They natural fiber get wrinkled and when they need iron again and again, whereas they are in synthetic fibers, these type of fibers are wrinkle free, we need not have to iron again and again. Then last point, expensive. Natural fibers are very expensive since they are produced from plants and animals and require high maintenance, whereas in synthetic fibers you can see easily that they are cheap and they did not require so much maintenance. So it is very important point that you should know all the characteristics of synthetic fibers and how they are different from natural fibers. It should be clear to you all. Now let us see the property given by this, that you have to find the tensile strength of given fibers. What do you mean by tensile? Tensile strength means the load which a fiber can bear on it, isn't it? Here we have so many fibers like cotton, wool, silk, nylon, polyester, and a clamp stand is given to you, and you are having weight and hook and a pair of scissors. So we have to cut each and every fiber up to 60 centimeter, and then first we have taken cotton fiber and suspend it with the clamp stand, and weight was suspended on it of different amount, isn't it? And you have to record that which one will have more strength, and what conclusion you will get in the last. In the last you will see that the nylon and polyester, they are having more tensile strength as compared to cotton, wool and silk. Okay, then again one more experiment is given to you to test that water soaking capacity of natural fibers and synthetic fibers. You will see that we have provided with cotton fabric and nylon fabric. You know that the nylon fabric is absorbing very less amount of water, and it will take a less amount of water and get dried up more faster. So here he has explained the procedure that take 2 beaker, fill water in it and soak the cotton fabric in beaker A and nylon in beaker B. Keep them for a undisturbed position for 5 minutes, and what you will see that after 5 minutes the nylon will absorb less water as compared to cotton. Okay, so I think this concept is clear to you. What are the advantages of synthetic fibers? In next we are going to do advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Let us recapitulate once again. In this video we have done polyester, two type of polyester I have told, polycoat and poly wool. And next acrylic we have discussed. Then after that spandex. We have done characteristics of synthetic fibers and comparison between natural fibers and synthetic fiber. And in the last, we have completed two activities which show the tensile strength as well as the water soaking capacity of a natural and synthetic fiber. I think this concept is clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.